The nuclei of potential comets are only a few kilometers at most. And what are they? They are mixtures of ice, different materials, different frozen gases, a lot of water ice, and cosmic dust, gravel, that kind of thing. Remnants of the nebula, of the presolar nebula. So all these bodies normally orbit extremely far from the sun. But from time to time, again, gravitational disturbances make them leave their distant path and they rush toward the sun. And that's when they become comets, because obviously far away, they are not comets. We call it a comet when we can see its beautiful coma. And why is there a beautiful coma? Well, because as it approaches the sun, it heats up and the volatile gases start to escape. Then there is dust, and so it's magnificent. These are the most spectacular objects, the CCS. When we see them pass by, there you go, those magnificent comas. And finally, the double tail. There is a gas tail and a dust tail. So these are comets. So comets have been known since the dawn of humanity, right? But for a very long time, we had no idea what they were. People were concerned when they appeared suddenly in the solar system. They were often interpreted as omens, either warnings or favorable signs, that sort of thing. So it was only in the 18th and 19th centuries that we first began to understand the trajectories of comets, and then later the nature of comets. The comets played a very important role in the history of astronomy, especially for calculating trajectories, since it was one of the triumphs of Newton's theory of universal gravitation, which Newton proposed in his Principia in 1687, to study and show that comets are celestial bodies like planets, subject to the gravity of the sun. So they follow the laws of universal gravitation. And so we will be able to calculate their trajectories, which, unlike those of the planets, are often very elongated, eccentric, that is, very elliptical, whereas the trajectories of the planets, which are ellipses, are generally quite close to circles, and these are just some brief historical reminders. One of Newton's collaborators, or at least contemporaries, was Edmund Halley, and Edmund Halley had studied comets. And he had noticed in particular that one of them, by analyzing historical records, seemed to return every 76 years. He was the first to say, but it's the same one that comes back.